Hey guys, and welcome back to Castle Crush. And today we are going to be playing with the top ranked ladder Skull Queen deck currently. And the player who is the top ranked Skull Queen deck is Doggy from French Anarchy. And this is the deck that they have here. Double Boneyard, double Skeleton Swarm, double Spectre, Skull Queen, Fire Elemental, and Skull King. And you can see by the mana cards, this is definitely not like a late game deck. This is more meant for kind of dominating mid game, I think. And that's probably about where this is going to go. So yeah, you have cards like the Boneyard and the Fire Elemental that can quickly get on your opponent's castle. I don't know what you do if your opponent has arrows. I think it's just really like you have to get the specters down in time. So we're going to give this deck a shot. So let's open these up quickly. And the new season just started, so I'm going to give it a try here in ranked. And I should be able to get some wins regardless, just because usually the first handful of 100 trophies are pretty easy. But let's just see. Let's see how this is going to perform and like what the general strategy is here. I think it's to try and dominate the mid game. And this looks like a rushing deck potentially, so I'm not really sure entirely how I want to play this still. I get a good Skeleton Swarm off. Depends if they have arrows. This would be interesting if they did have arrows, but maybe kind of surprising. I don't know. I'm not sure how many rushing decks actually have arrows. Ooh. Wow, okay, so we're shutting down their rush here pretty good. And I'm going to drop the Skull Queen in that top lane and just get things moving, because we already seem to be dominating them pretty good. This person's only Castle 8 though, so maybe that's not that unexpected. The biggest thing right here is I need to try and get this Spectre out because, yep. So, yeah. So that's back to 5k. That person was only at Castle 8. So not super surprising that we won that match, but still nice to win, I guess. Let's see if we can get a slightly more challenging opponent. I mean, a rushing deck can always be challenging, so that was kind of an interesting test there to see how that would fare against that rushing deck, but they didn't really have anything to stop me. The Boneyard was like just the right play. So once again, I do like to start with Boneyard, but it's not as easy to start with Boneyard as it was back when Boneyard was only like 4 mana. And it was just such an obvious card to start with. And because of the possibility of arrows, I really do like to try and quickly get the Spectre out. Would have been better to put it against the Shaman, but, you know, you can't always get this to work out, so we are just going to go in here. I got my Spectres down, and then not that much point in the Skull Queen at the moment. I'm going to just try and get the Skull King out, and then go for the Skull Queen. So Skull Queen is doing some work. They do have a mage, but I think we're still in pretty good shape. They didn't take out the Skull Queen yet. And we'll go for the Fire Elemental, because I guess why not? And we're going to go for the quick 1-2 right there. And just freeze that top lane. Still doing some good damage. Should one hit that? Oh, two hit the mage at least. So they haven't shown they have arrows yet. So that's why I was being a little bit more aggressive. They do have Meteor, so that's worth keeping an eye on. I haven't seen Black Witch yet, so doesn't seem to be too difficult of a deck for me to deal with. I guess I'm just going to get the Boneyards out there because I could use some cards right now. We are going to get this. Yes. Woo! It feels very natural to me to just start with the Boneyard, so I definitely really like doing that. The question here is, did I want to go for extra crystal first, or did I just want to go for mana ritual, but I wasn't sure how long it was going to take. I think this works. I think this works to do that and then try to go immediately for the spectre so that they can't. Sometimes though they'll go arrows into Black Witch, which is really annoying when that happens, but this looks like a very favorable outcome for me actually. Yeah, this is very favorable. I was able to get both of my specters up at reasonable sizes, and they only get +5. I think we're in good shape to finish this match right here, and that is what we will do. So continuing to move on up the trophies in Grandmaster 1. And what is the top 200 currently at? Let's take a look and see. Top 200 might be around 5,200. Somewhere in there. 5,180 or something. 5,170. Okay. So I can probably push at least up to 5,100. I don't know. Probably at least to 5,100. My cards are pretty under-leveled is the thing about it. My Boneyard in particular is quite under-leveled. Although I'm not sure, other than the increase in damage, like, I'm not sure what the difference with an upgraded Boneyard would necessarily be. An increase in skeleton health, I don't know if that really makes much of a difference anyways, because skeletons are skeletons. So let's just go ahead and... Aha, so we found where the shaman is, and ooh, tricky stuff, guys, tricky stuff. If they hit another arrows, I'm probably in bad shape. I'm trying to just get the specter out. Okay, I can live with this probably. Because the thing is I can just go in behind them and probably finish them off right here. And that is what we did. I just went in there and doubled down with the fire elemental. At first I was going to use it on the shaman, but then I thought about it and I was like, probably better chance of just ending the match there. So same start as some of the previous matches. We are just going to go straight for the Boneyard. Looks like another rushing deck. And the idea with the Boneyard here was to try and block their lanes. I could have gone for like a Skull Queen against those archers, but they might have just swapped lanes anyways, so it didn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense. And now, I mean, I'm just going to try and go and out DPS them here. I don't know. I'm just going to try and out DPS them. Maybe this isn't going to work. Oh, it probably won't work now. Okay, never mind. I kind of messed this thing up. Let's wait. Oh, never mind. Actually, we're going to get this, I think. We are going to get this. And we did. So, that looked like it was going to be close, but I could tell it was a fair bit ahead of the Reaper. And they only had Rage. They didn't have, like, a standard bear, I don't think, moving it. So, I was luckily able to just kind of take my time with that. And right here, what do I want to do? I pretty much have to start with the skeleton swarm and then try to... Oh, this is Oh No Antonio. This guy watches the videos. Come on. I really should try to go for both of the specters. Come on. I need the specter. I want to make sure I get the specters down before... Actually, that one wasn't really the best, but, what do I want to do here? Come on. I need something. The problem is they have that spiked statue out there, so that's making it really, really difficult. to try and do a whole lot. And I am just thinking, let's go for the Skull King and try to take out what we can. Yeah, now let's just go for everything, I guess. Oh no, they still have these spiked statues. And could be kind of close. Oh no! I'm just gonna wait. I'm going to wait and try to just keep pushing, because I don't need a whole lot here. I only need a little bit of DPS somehow, some way, to try and win this thing. Come on, yes. So let's get our boneyard going, and then we can try to figure out what they're doing. It looks like a rushing deck, probably. So I could just go for more skeletons. This is kind of a tricky one. I think I need to... Yeah, that was... The blizzard seemed like it had to happen. And now, I mean, I will go for another boneyard, because again, blocks them a little bit. I'm going to try and go for the Skull King, because I think that will really cause them problems, especially with a rushing deck, because it will heavily cover all 3 lanes, and they're gonna have nowhere to go. See, they have like nowhere to go, straight up nowhere to go. And I don't even think I need the Spectre, because a lot of rushing decks don't have arrows, so they've honestly been the ones I've had some of the most success against with this deck. So it's worked pretty well against rushing decks. Let's see what's inside the victory chest. And we got an angel. Good stuff. So my overall conclusions with this deck are that it seems pretty good against rushing decks, but the problem I've noticed is that there are so many more people using ice elementals now after they got buffed, that I just don't feel like it is as good as it maybe would have been in the past. And this deck can really crush people, but only, you know, if they have ice elementals, you're kind of really done for, because there's no good way in this deck to remove ice elementals. So I don't know how top players are doing this. Maybe they're just using this deck because they know it will beat the rushing decks. But anyways, so that's going to do it for this video, I guess. So leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments, and what other types of content I should create. Maybe subscribe if you're new to my channel. And thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.